When you begin to pray or exercise your spirit, anything that has to do with your spirit directly, something like meditation, something like prayer, something like worship, something like, you can begin a worship song, for instance, and that worship song is from the flesh. You can start prayer, and prayer, you started it in the flesh. In the case of prayer, though, there's nothing wrong with starting it in the flesh, because the resource base that God transmits from in your heart is dunamis. And dunamis, the English word that was derived from dunamis, is dynamo. And dynamo is that part of your generator that you need to, that has a rope that you apply some mechanical energy in order for the dynamo to begin to run. If the mechanical energy that you apply is able to achieve maximum oscillation, then the dynamo, the energy within the dynamo takes on subsequent oscillations. So there's nothing wrong with starting prayer, speaking in tongues in the flesh. There's nothing wrong with that. But you see, you need to speak in tongues until you are quickened. You see, your entry, you can't enter into God except God allows you enter. You can't find the face of God except God gives you entry. You can begin something in the flesh, but if you ever enter, it is because God decided that he wants to be known, he wants to be seen, he wants to be encountered. All right, so you can start some activity. I fasted before for like 3 days indoors, and I came out with nothing. I was not quickened, but it was a legitimate fast, and I was not discouraged, because I know he is God. He can decide that I want some quiet time, I don't want your trouble. All right, so he can decide that. But I've hit the rocks many times trying to seek God, because I wasn't able to come to a point. He was not willing to quicken me, so all I did was, it cost me body pains. I was not quick. He didn't quicken me. As much as we desire to know the things of God, as much as we desire to flow with God, we must understand that there is something that God does to make us gain entrance into the facility of his presence, and that thing is he quickening you. The spirit realm is a vast island, as we will come to discover during the course of the lecture, and I need to tell you some things I've seen there, because some things I've seen there are many things I've seen there. So when the Spirit of God quickens you, according to the book of Psalms 80 verse 18, he said, Psalms 80 verse 18, that's the beginning point of your adventure into the presence of God. There is a quickening that God brings. This quickening enlivens you. It brings you to a point where the senses that can peak spirit frequencies are opened up. It says, so we will not go back from thee, quicken us, and we shall call upon thy name. That prayer you want to pray, you cannot pray it effectively in such a way that the spirit will hear it if you are not quickened. You need to be operating with spirit potential, spirit power, spirit energy. So when God now meets you